I am Chester Morris Pitts II, a.k.a. Big Sexy, and you are watching Good Morning Football.
Okay.
Okay, love that. Season is finally here, says Jackson Dare, watching here in the UK and loving it. Thank you, Sky Sports. We are loving the partnership between you and the NFL. My name's Kay Adams, a.k.a. the girl who killed Laverne and Shirley on the show moments ago. Will Selva, happy game day to you.
Yes, happy game day to all of you. We had Laverne and Shirley playing in the break. We have Schrags with a fresh haircut. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do this with those black hoodies.
Hey, Will.
Yes, I am ready for the season.
Will,
yes.
Let's just clarify this, because this is a great Good Morning Football moment. Kay was in an impassioned speech saying that she's going down with the ship, with the Saints, and she will always have their back, and was attempting to say that she's going to drive off the cliff like Thelma and Louise, which is a really powerful sentiment. However, she says she's going to drive off the cliff like Laverne and Shirley, who are just two nice girls in Milwaukee who drove off no cliffs. That's where we're at. Laverne and Shirley gone. Also, both Gilmore Girls and the young ladies from Sister Sister drove off the cliff as well. I'm sorry about that. Tia and Tamari Howries? Bye. Was smart guy in the backseat?
We got what you were saying, Kay. We got what you were saying.
Smart guy. And a little brother.
You guys are unreal. Let us do this.
I love Little Brother.
All right. Well, it wasn't too... It wasn't too long ago that Jalen Ramsey, we talked about it ad nauseum on this program, had arrived at the Jaguars training camp in a Brinks truck, signifying he wanted to get paid. And paid he did, as the Rams backed up that truck and dumped a whole bunch of cash on his lap. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting it's a 5-year deal worth $105 million with more than $71 million in guarantees. Ramsey is now the highest paid defensive back in league history with a $21 million average annual salary, surpassing Darius Slay's $16.68 million a season. Meanwhile, in Denver, Rap Sheet and Mike Garafolo both reporting an MRI on linebacker Von Miller's injured ankle, revealing a dislocated tendon. Head coach Vic Fangio confirming Miller will be placed on injured reserve. Recovery time is generally 5 to 6 months, with a best-case scenario of 3 months. And Steelers linebacker Ryan Shazier, well, he has officially retired from the NFL. After a life-changing spinal cord injury in 2017, the Steelers told the linebacker's contract for 2 years, allowing him to remain with the organization and receive medical care. In his Twitter video, Shazier says he'll be stepping away from the game for a while, but we'll be hearing from him real soon.
I'm here today to make sure the world knows how much I still love football, how grateful I am for everything football gave me. And I'm here to let the world know that today I am officially retiring from the game I love so much. When I got hurt, football may have been taken away from me, but everything it gave me is still here inside. I am incredibly grateful for that, and I am truly excited now to discover what's next.
And we can't wait to find out what is next. Ryan, we appreciate you, and we appreciate the journey that you went through. We had documented it on this program, nothing short of an inspiration. And whatever it is that he does, we know he's going to be fantastic at it, Schrags. To overcome that injury and to do what he's been able to do has been amazing. So can't wait to hear what the next chapter will be in his life.
If you have any question about the brotherhood that the Pittsburgh Steelers have, Vince Williams, Mike Tomlin, they crashed the Zoom of his retirement party, and it was just awesome. And I think Ryan Shazier, from what I'm told, is going to be doing a little bit of media in the coming weeks, and he is not going very far. So very cool story from you, Will Selva. And hopefully we see and hear Ryan for years to come in the game. All right, let's get to a segment that we're calling right here on the show, Bring the Game Home, presented by Best Buy. All week we've been going back to opening night games. Let's go to 2012. Strahan was in the house as a retired player saying, we're going to see if the Giants could defend the Super Bowl title after they had won the year before, all the stuff. Kevin Ogletree came in. Not Dez Bryant, not Cole Beasley, not any of the other well-known Cowboys, but Kevin Ogletree had a huge game in week 1. 8 receptions, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Go back in time, since 1970, Kevin Ogletree had the best debut of a Cowboys wide receiver, and that included Irvin and Harper and, of course, Tony Hill and all of the rest. Ogletree wasn't on any fantasy teams that night, and yet he stole the show. So I ask you guys, as we head to week 1, and we will start right now with Nate, give me an under-the-radar player that might not be on all the fantasy teams who you think might steal the show in week 1 of the 2020 NFL season.
Shout out to my guy, Kevin. I played with him for a brief time with the Detroit Lions. A great dude. He's a New Yorker. I believe he played for the Giants as well. So I'm going to stick with the Giants, and I'm going to stick with the wide receiver. I'm going with Darius Slayton. Yeah, he might not be familiar to you, but Darius Slayton went off last year when there were so many things going on with its offense. Daniel Jones trying to get his footing. Wide receivers being banged up. Golden Tate was suspended. Darius Slayton came in and led the Giants in receiving yards with 740. You know who led the NFL rookie wide receivers with touchdowns? A.J. Brown. You know who tied him? Darius Slayton with 8 TDs. My dude was everywhere. And he did this in a year that had so many question marks. Now you have a quarterback that is the man for the future, that has a rhythm with you. I want to tell you guys this. It might not be crazy to think that this dude ends up being the #1 wide receiver for Daniel Jones this season. Because quarterbacks, they're rhythm dudes. They're chemistry guys, muscle memory. So if he gets out there and he doesn't have that connection with Golden Tate or Sterling Shepard or Ingram, you know who he's going to go to? The same guy that was making plays for him last year, Darius Slayton. He's going to ball out.
We've been talking about him for months, Nate. I love to hear that. I'm going to go with a quarterback I think no one is talking about. We heard Leonard Fournette down in Tampa Bay talking about how he now is a real quarterback, and everybody thought, oh, the shade at Blake Bortles. I thought it was weird shade at Gardner Minshew, who was so under the radar that he wasn't even mentioned on Twitter or among media members. Gardner Minshew, let's not forget, whether it's wins, touchdowns, yards per game, had a better season than Rookie of the Year Kyler Murray. It's true. It's true. We're hearing, oh, they're in a rebuild. The word tanking's been thrown around about this team. Listen, you think Minshew is tanking? Minshew is playing for his life, for his career, every snap of every game. So is his coach. This is go time for him. He's got rookie Laviska Shenault, Westbrook, Conley Cole, DJ Chark. But this is all Minshew now. No Fournette, no defense, really tough opponent. Colts, week 1, revamped defense has gotten even better. I feel like maybe it won't be a light-up game here in week 1. It might be, though, even though the Colts are a tough matchup. I just feel like he's going to make a statement in this game like, oh, no, 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 I'm here. I meant to stay. Pay attention to me.
That's a great pick. We don't know how many games the Jags are going to win yet this year, but we know Gardner's going to chuck it, and he's totally fearless. Fun note about Darius Slayton, Nate. The Giants will play the Eagles, and Darius Slayton will line up opposite Darius Slay. Like, we'll have all kinds of fun. I like it. It's like Jordan Cameron, Cameron Jordan again. I'm going to go with Allen Robinson, wide receiver 1 for the Chicago Bears. I've gone with him a lot. I think he's the most underrated player in all of football. And bad news, Detroit, he opens against you guys. Allen Robinson is 4-0 as a Chicago Bear against the Lions. He has 4 games and 3 touchdowns, 340. The stats are great. All the talk about Allen Robinson in the Chicago Bears circles is extend him, give him a contract extension. They haven't. I know he extends a lot of drives and he extends a lot of games. And in this season opener, he's going against a rook. The Lions take Jeff Okudah, the #1 pick at corner. And, you know, Nate's had a lot of fun about Okudah Matata. He makes wonderful plays. All right, when you're lined up against A-Rob in your NFL debut, I will give you another Lion King song. Be prepared. Allen Robinson is really good. I think he gets started really fast.
Be prepared for what?
I love it. And I think he could do it. And, you know, everyone's expecting the Packers to suddenly drive off the cliff like Romy and Michelle. I don't see that happening. I see the Packers being even better this year. And I think the guy that no one's talking about, literally no one, and is drafted in 0% of your fantasy leagues, is a tight end I mentioned earlier this week, Robert Tonyan. You're going to say, all right, okay, here we go with the Robert Tonyan spiel. Trust me, Robert Tonyan is going to play a role this year. Packers, Mercedes Lewis is 36 years old. Jimmy Graham is gone. Jay Sternberger, their early round draft pick a couple